from Soul Dare, back with another inspiration video. I've been just kind of taking a little break, but I'm back. So basically, I was watching some videos by an artist called Claudia. I can't pronounce her last name. So basically, she was talking about her process, and she had made some of her own papers in like color, you know, a certain color palette, a monotone, and then she had them as a, there's some pinko leaves in there. Pinko leaves are inspiring. So anyway, she took different colors and papers and just started kind of having a pile of them to paint. Here's some other leaves, some reds and oranges. And you could, you know, start with all your paints on a palette, but I'm just kind of going to pour them on the papers and just paint on them. And my dog is whining. Oh, what's wrong? And then you have some nice collage papers to use in your art journals and in your junk journals. I'm just setting them over to the side to let them dry. And I have a collection of papers, book pages, scrapbook papers, vintage papers. I put a little gold in it, add that sparkle. And I like making my own papers because then it's more my hand, you know. Whenever you use your hand in art, it's part of your voice and your style, because everybody's got a different way of approaching things. Our minds and our bodies and our spirits and our souls. So this is some paint that I bought, a paint sample on clearance at Ace Hardware. Let's see if I can get it open without spilling it everywhere. It needs to be stirred a little. Let's see, let's stir it with this stick. You could make some marks too. And the first time I did this, I actually did one paper at a time, but then as I've been doing it, I kind of remembered that this is more my style to kind of just do it randomly. You could do it either way, whatever works for you. And I don't mind the paper sticking together a little bit. I think I need a little more of this yellow. So as we talk about inspiration and finding inspiration, I've been thinking about December, and there's lots of different challenges out there. There's December Daily. Some people do it just to document their month and do it kind of like a photo album kind of thing with scrapbook papers. Other people do December Daily junk journals. Some people are doing December Daily ephemera. And I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but I'm just kind of collecting my supplies and working on, you know, gathering the things that I want for that. I've done, in the past, I've done just a journaling, like actually just writing the whole, and doing some magazine pictures and stuff the whole December. What else have I done? I've used, combination of writing and art. I've done That's fun. I've done a, can't think here. I've done like a repurposed book and just folded all the pages. So I'm probably, since I've just come off a year of making ephemera, I'll probably do something with using ephemera in a journal. And I do know, for one thing for sure, is that I'm going to use a journal that was gifted to me by my cousin. And when I'm done here, I'll do a flip through of that for you. Thank you, cousin Brenda, for making me that journal and giving it to me. And so that I've had that journal in mind as I've been making some of my ephemera as well, because it's got like kind of the vintage green colors and stuff. So I'm kind of going with vintagey pastel and vintage colors when I'm making my choices, instead of like the bright, brilliant reds and whites. I also, for like the decorations this year, I want to use like brown paper and packaging and nature inspired colors, bronzes and wood and basket, you know, natural elements. Which is kind of funny because I'll probably put those natural elements on. I have a white Christmas tree and I have a green one, so I might put the natural elements on the white tree. I haven't totally decided. That's fun doing the little prints off of the other paper. Makes neat marks. And you could paint both sides of these papers. I'm just kind of going to town here. Some more of this. And you could cover the whole paper, but I'm just kind of having fun getting some color on the papers, and then gonna decide, you know, if I want to add anything else to it later. Because you could definitely do some stamping with like a pattern, a rubber stamp with patterns, or you could do some stenciling to elevate these. But right now I'm just getting color on them. So I'm not gonna do this whole stack while we're here, but there's color on almost all the papers now, so I'm gonna just let this pile of papers dry and come back to them later. Also, an update on my everything journal. I pretty much have filled that, and I've just been making some little extra journals to put stuff in. So I will possibly just kind of, basically I feel like it worked to an extent, but it didn't work exactly how I wanted it to, and I've been wanting to write online papers for my journal writing. These are little tea bags. I know I said I was going to quit, but there's something just really meditative about just putting paint on papers without a lot of planning.